So they're no issues with.
But lo and behold, we found people who did not know that. These government shutdowns have happened before. The last one was in 1996. But the debate on this one is particularly heated because people have such strong opinions about Obamacare. Interestingly, the polls show that most Americans say they don't like Obamacare, but they love what's in it when it all gets broken down. It's like I decided to conduct an experiment today. We sent a camera crew out on the Hollywood Boulevard to ask people which they thought was better, the Affordable Care Act or Obamacare. Now, as you may know, Obamacare is just a nickname for the Affordable Care Act. They're the same thing. But lo and behold, we found people who did not know that, and that didn't stop them from weighing in on it.
We're talking about health care today, and which plan do you support, Obamacare or the Affordable Care Act?
The Affordable Care Act.
And what is it about Obamacare that you do not like?
I just think that there's a lot of holes in it, and it needs to be revamped. I think hasn't been thought out.
You think the Affordable Care Act is a better plan than Obamacare?
Better, but I'm not happy with that either.
What do you agree with, Obamacare or the Affordable Care Act?
I'm more sort towards the Affordable Care Act, but I'm also very sympathetic for people that don't have the ability to have proper medical insurance.
So the Affordable Health Care Act is still a better option than
Yes.
Obamacare?
Yes.
And why do you not agree with the Affordable Care Act?
Well, I think it's not really available for all.
So the Affordable Care Act is more affordable than Obamacare?
Just the name says it all.
Right. You would agree with the Affordable Care Act?
Absolutely. I think it's nice that everyone can afford it, and everyone should be able to afford it, but to force people to pay something and then doctors to make something, limiting their ability to do their job, that's kind of anti-American.
Right. So Obamacare is un-American?
I think it's kind of un-American to force people. What if they can't afford it? What if they want more coverage?
And the Affordable Care Act is American?
I think it's more American because it allows people to make their own choices on what they want and who they want to work with.
Do you agree with the Affordable Care Act or Obamacare?
The affordable.
And why do you prefer the Affordable Care Act over Obamacare?
I just don't agree with the whole Obamacare policy thing that's going on. I just don't agree with it.
And do you believe that an informed citizenry is essential to a democracy?
Yes.
So you disagree with Obamacare?
Yes, I do.
Do you think insurance companies should be able to exclude people with pre-existing conditions?
No.
Do you agree that young people should be able to stay on their parents' plans until they are 26?
They should be able to, yes.
Do you agree that companies with 50 or more employees should provide health care?
I do.
And so by that logic, you would be for the Affordable Care Act?
Yes.
What plan do you support, Obamacare or the Affordable Care Act?
The Affordable Care Act.
And why do you support that over Obamacare?
Do not like Obamacare. I don't like anything that has to be forced for everybody to buy. It's just not good.
Do you think Obamacare is socialist?
Yes, I do.
Do you think the Affordable Care Act is socialist?
No.
Do you believe that Obamacare will eventually lead to gun prohibition?
Yes.
Do you know that Obamacare and the Affordable Care Act are the same thing?
No, they're not. Thanks, you made me look stupid.
It's what we do.
Okay, you did good.
Well, on behalf of Bernard Tyson, Artie Southam, Ben Chu, and so many others, we are here for a celebration, and it's a delight you can take some time out of your day and mingle with colleagues you worked with over the last several months and years, and perhaps meet some new Kaiser Fellows that you'll get to know and that we'll work with in the months and days to come. This is a great day. I know this group would know the right answer to that Jimmy Kimmel question. Raise your hand if you're for Obamacare. Raise your hand if you're the Affordable Care Act. I knew you would know the right answer. Well done, well done. Well, this is going to be an exciting day for
The other organization, it's a whole bunch of professional communities that actually have come together, worked together, sweated together, worried together, really to create a good-sized metropolitan area of people who have made it possible for us to implement the Affordable Care Act so far, and which will help us to continue to refine it going forward.
just an incredible day. You know, I've often wondered what it would be like to give birth to a child. No, really, I'm serious. I know it's very painful. I don't go there or whatever, right? But can you imagine giving birth with a 4-year gestational period? I mean, Jesus Christ, I mean. A lot of laughs, right? Well, that's basically what you guys did, right? It took 4 years for us to implement the Health Reform Act. And it was like every bit of it, like carrying that baby, right? Carrying and nurturing and hoping and worrying and trying to make sure you eat right and, you know, you don't go anywhere near where people are smoking, all of that stuff. You know, just think you can't include. Well, this is about the time when I think of the events coordinating staff who scripted myself, Dr. Southam, and Dr. Chu, and I don't think we followed any of that script. So, because we're excited, we're glad to be here, and I think those comments, and thank you, Ben and Artie, those are comments from the heart. And I know how many forums you're in and how many hours that you spend thinking about what's right for Kaiser and how we can serve our community. So, with the
Ladies and gentlemen, we have about 10 minutes before our live multi-city event begins. Please grab some food and drink and enjoy the next few minutes mingling.
Welcome to all 6 of our regions. Today I'd like to introduce our MC for the day, Mr. Tony Loretta, Kaiser Permanente, Senior Vice President of Government Relations.
I was just spending time with my little sister. My little sister's daughter is an Irish dancer, and I will not be doing any Irish dance. A couple of hours to the west is Joe Neely. Why, Joe? How are things going out there? The team at Pasadena Convention Center. Bill?
Tony, it's great to be here because we are celebrating in Pasadena. Our heart goes out to our colleagues in Georgia and Mid-Atlantic that are probably a little chilly right now, but we're not at the beach. We are celebrating in Pasadena. And it's exciting to be here with my friend and colleague, Dr. Ed Ellison, the president of Southern California Permanente Medical Group. So as a total family, all the hard work that's gone into getting prepared for healthcare reform, all of the 1KP spirit about not only the work over the last 4 years, but what we're going forward to build upon that platform to care for thousands of millions of more within Southern California and throughout the country. This is a great day here in Pasadena. Ed, any comments or thoughts? Oh, let's see.
Just on behalf of all of the physicians and staff and all of our colleagues at SCPMG, Permanente side of the house, deepest thanks. I'm so proud of the work. We are the answer to healthcare in America, and you're helping us pave the way for that. Thank you so much.
All right, so we're going to head up the West Coast a little bit and check in with Aaron Hatno, who's got the gang in Portland. Aaron. The Northwest, where it rains and we cheer. All right. Yeah, we are so excited to be here today celebrating with all took the day off. Gorgeous day. I'm serious. No rain. It's beautiful. And happy to be here celebrating with Thanks, Aaron. About what we're trying to do and make it very clear that I'm not working the politics of any of this. I'm trying to be an honest broker of the information so we can continue to make the right choices to help millions of people who are right now locked down at the front door of the healthcare system in this country. As a powerhouse in this country, and that's the position we want to hold. Thank you very much.